Everyone, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. Now, here is Young. So, Richard, one of the focuses of tonight's game was strength in the front court.
Yeah, these teams lean on their bigs heavily. Skill and size, it is always a tough combination, and that is no doubt.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. George up top. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his zone.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Now Young. Outside, George. The Wizards with another miss. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He spoke about their defensive schemes tonight, especially in relation to Anthony Davis. He said it's essential that we limit his impact. We have to stay strong inside and not allow Davis to intimidate us no matter what. Strong words from coach. We'll see if his guys can make it happen. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Embiid. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Edgecombe, no good. Greg, we know something every scout liked about PJ Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Here's Song. Young for three. It's deflected. George with the steal. And Davis wide open. He shoots. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by the Wizards. Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
What do you want? Agility, he's got it. Height, he's got it. Davis has every advantage on this play. Defenses just can't effectively counter him.
To the inside. Oubre. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Now into Philadelphia.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. 5 on the clock. Outside for George. The 76ers with another miss.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
I respect how hard Davis works to involve his team. Doesn't want this game to be a one-man show.
Pass to Oubre. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Washington leading now by 4. And Davis throws it down hard.
I'm sorry, it's just so much fun watching AD play that way with that type of power around the rim.
Back to Lowry. Driving to the basket. And just miss after miss right now. George with the ball. In the corner, it's Sarr. Baseline try. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Screen by Oubre. Inside. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Young looking around. Over Lowry. Young, no good. The 76ers trailed by 4. Oubre outside. Pass to Lowry. And here's Embiid. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Davis. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
He's a former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moved like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Here's Vukcevic. Shoots over Oubre. Vukcevic can't hit. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. It's good from long range.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Nice feed inside. Saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
Outside, George. Embiid in the corner. Back to George. A steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Pass to Carrington. "44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 4 on the shot clock. No good on the shot. Here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
Punishing the rim there. When George makes up his mind he's going to dunk it, there is not much you can do.
To the middle. Here's Whitmore. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading. Maxey on the wing. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Back to Carrington. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. 76ers ahead, up by 3. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Wizards making a switch here. Here's Young. Still yet to score. To the paint. Vukcevic can't hit. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's Grimes. That one's in, his first shot this game.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Pass to Champagnie. And here's Hardy. Inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Drummond. Young with the steal. And here they come. Here's Vucevic. Here's Champagnie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the 76ers?
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. 6 to shoot. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Wizards trailed by 3. Outside, George. Young up top. Back to George. Young up top. Scoreless thus far. Comes up empty down low. The 76ers leading by 3. Pass to Grimes. Here's Bona. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Young's shot is off. Terry with it. George picks him up. Here's Drummond. Here's Bona. Outside Terry. And Sarr pulls it down. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so here is Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Grimes. Here's Drummond. Off target at the rim. George with no one around. Off target with his 3. The 76ers leading by 5. Pass to Grimes. Outside Edwards. Drummond the screen. Clock at 6. Here's Grimes. Sinks the triple. Grimes has got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill. And then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Here's Grimes. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 76ers moving the ball around. It's stolen by Davis. Pass to Young. To end the drought. Rebound by the 76ers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Bona. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. outside. Davis. They get it back and finished off by Davis.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
The pure shooting stroke of Maxey, gifted at draining it from outside the arc.
And here is Johnson, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Down low, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's the pick to the middle. Here's Barlow, and he slams it one-handed.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
Pass to Barlow. Back to George. The 76ers another three.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Philadelphia leading by 12. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside. Maxey's got 8.
Always quick to strike. Maxey just stops and pops, pulls the trigger.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Carrington. Nothing on the board. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kelly Oubre. Washington shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Davis.
At the line for 2.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And here's George for 3. And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The 76ers leading by 13. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Edgecombe with the steal. Pass to Oubre. To the inside. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Pass to Maxey. Embiid the screen. And Sarr pulls it down. Wizards trail by 12. Here's Davis. Young with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
An athlete like Edgecombe, you have to block him out, or this is what he can do on the glass.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Back over to you, Kevin.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Washington making a change here. Young outside. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is what Young does best. A dynamite offensive player who fills it up in so many ways.
Outside, George. Out to the wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Maxey, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Young outside. Sarr the screen. Rebound by the 76ers. And they're running. Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's George. And it's good for two. The 76ers leading by 14. Maxey with it. George picks him up. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
George looking around. Here's Champagnie. Defended by George. The three. And Vukcevic pulls it down. Wizards trail by 16. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off all the time?
Good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Washington. Pass to Sarr. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Here's Champagnie. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers leading by 16. The shot by George, no good.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And it's Paul George with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Champagnie.
Smart pass by Johnson. I think developing his playmaking will be key for his game.
Drummond. Rebound by the Wizards.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Johnson, a wide open look. No good on the three. Grimes with it. He has 5. And here's the fast break. Here's Johnson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Andre Drummond picks one up.
High skill level for Johnson. It didn't matter what the defense did there. He was getting it to go.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. But now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers leading by 13. 35 seconds left in the third. For three, Edwards. On offense, here are the Wizards. Shoots from the baseline. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Pass to Edwards. Washington with the rebound. Down low. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Brian Key wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And Coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And Brian Key wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And Brian Key wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. One second left. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 13. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Wizards trailed by 13. Takes it inside. And Sarr throws it down.
So much fluidity from Sarr, going right at the rim with that slam.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Grimes. Terry outside. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. So it's the Wizards now. And a wide open look for Sarr. From outside, off the mark. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
Here's Grimes. Lays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Six on the shot clock. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Philadelphia foul. Terry. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Young. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Young outside. Back to Coulibaly. Young outside. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Riley. No good with the layup. Philadelphia leading by 15. Edwards inside. Here's Bona. And the baseline jumper, no good.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Young drives in. Off with the layup. Pass to Bona. Now here's Edwards. Offline with his three.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And slam dunk by Watford.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here is Young. To the left wing. Here's Riley. No good off the back of the rim. The 76ers leading by 17. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. They could use a bucket. And it's Davis finishing it off.
In case you haven't been watching his entire career, it is tough to contain Davis when he is on a roll. He's got a physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
Can't get it to go. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
It's stolen by Davis. Picked away. That's tipped. Edwards drawing the double team. The basket is good.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here is Riley. George double team from outside. Does not go. The 76ers leading by 17. Now Grimes. And the layup's good off the glass. Grimes has got 4 points this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Now here is George. And he gets it, 1 to go.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Philadelphia.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
Here's Vukcevic. No good from 3. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Here's Bona. Takes the 3. Great positioning on the putback. And the 76ers lead by 19.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Hardy, no good. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Edwards. Shoots from the line. No good there. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a...
Everybody gonna live a mission. Money make a go.
The Wizards are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference. Rival going into this game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. As we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action.
Here we go.
Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Now, here is Harden. Going inside. Allen. And dunks it right on top of Trae Young. Wow!
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
Mobley with the block. And they'll keep possession. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Now, here is Young. Second shot opportunity. The shot's good on the assist by George. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here is Davis. The kick out to Young. Pass to Coulibaly. Three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Now, here's Mobley. And here's Harden, defended by Young. For the three. And James Harden with the three.
Well, James Harden, a sniper through and through. You give him even a little sliver of daylight, and that ball is gone.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and pound him on every possession. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. A slow start for Washington in this one. They trail by 3. And the big fella Alex Czar showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Mitchell is double. Cleveland moving it around. Mobley outside. Wade for 3. Washington with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Now, here is George. Still scoreless. From the arc. Allen with the rebound. And so Harden will bring it up for Cleveland. Mitchell outside. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Harden. Mitchell. And it's blocked.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Again, Mitchell missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Got that one up quick.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here is Harden. In the corner, it's Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. The try by Mitchell. And he makes good on the layup.
Well, Donovan Mitchell off the bounce, able to put pressure on that dribble drive. That is a nice-looking move.
Drives to the hoop. And it's Carrington missing. And the Cavaliers with possession here. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Yeah, even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. .104 left to play here in the first. With the tip. And staying with the play, Allen. Allen's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this guy's such a reliable presence on the glass. Jared Allen using that length to save the play.
Now, here's Mobley. Harden scanning the floor. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bangs home the trifecta.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch. That's some outstanding on-court awareness there. Just a terrific change of shot.
Back to Whitmore. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards lead by 1. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And the Wizards with possession. Pass to Song. All sorts of time. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he... That's a tremendous pass from Schroeder. This guy's such a dependable offensive player.
Here's Hardy. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
To the paint. And Bryant slams it in.
Boy, the ability of Thomas Bryant to play over the top of the defense, so impressive. Gets long and finishes with authority.
It's Young on the wing. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Sarr's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading. To the left side wing. Back to Schroeder. Here's Merrill. Cleveland moving the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. Merrill's got the lead up to 4 now for the Cavs. Inside to the left wing. Back to Sarr. Pass to Champagny. And here's George. The tray. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Merrill. Pass to Bryant. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Pass to Merrill. Fires from deep. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Wizards trailed by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's stolen by Davis. Young outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one.
Washington with the ball after the miss from Dennis Schroeder. 4 on the shot clock. The shot by George, wide open. Cans it from downtown. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Screen by Bryant. Yep, that one goes. Merrill's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Oh, my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Now here's Schroeder. Nothing on the board. Merrill can't hit. Now Davis. There's 1:38 left to play in the first half. Stolen. Merrill with the ball. He has 5. Here's Champagnie. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Now it's a 3-point Washington lead. Looking for George. He gets it there. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Bryant.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Merrill gets the bucket.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now, here is George. 5 on the clock. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Bryant. Fires the 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Champagnie. Young from outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Young's got 5 points so far.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Wizards out front. They lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Outside, George. Back to Young. Doris, you were a great ball handler in your day. So with that in mind, do you think players are carrying the ball too much now?
Kev, this is such a hot topic. Carrying the basketball is when the ball ends up directly on the palm. The closest we get to that is what we call the hang dribble from players. They're trying to extend the possession so that they can read the defense. To me, that's the only point of concern.
Now, Coulibaly. Following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mitchell outside. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. And here's Harden for 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Washington. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Young, right side. Davis down low. Pass to Young. Buries it from 3-point range.
3.
Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Wizards.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
It's stolen by Davis. Here's the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Jacks up a three. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And here is Mitchell. To the inside. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, Donovan Mitchell excelling at taking what he sees in pick and roll.
Young from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot's good by Mitchell.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Now, here is Young. 11 points in the game.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Harden outside. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Down low. It's stolen by Allen. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Mobley. Off target at the rim.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now, here's Mitchell. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 6. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Riley. Back to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Wade. The Wizards with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 6 to the inside. And then Wade slams it in.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Watching this rookie, Trae Johnson, he's got that combination of length and shooting that every coach wants. This team really excited about his future.
Here's Mobley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. No good on that one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And the technical free throw is good. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
Now here's Johnson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. 43 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Stolen away. Back to Carrington. 5 to shoot. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Carrington's got 9 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Washington going into the break with a 10-point lead. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mobley outside. Harden outside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Doris, there aren't many players like James Harden drawing total focus from opposing defenses.
And that's appropriate, Kevin, because this guy can command one side of the ball consistently. In pick-and-roll action, he can be a threat as a scorer, he sets his teammates, and he can be absolutely electric on the offensive end. He is a problem.
Johnson outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
High skill level for Johnson. It didn't matter what the defense did there. He was getting it to go.
Johnson shooting 1.
And that one misses. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Mobley with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Pass to Merrill. Now, here's Strus. Mobley is screened. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Off target from three-point range. Wizards leading by 11. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. And Sarr throws it down.
How about Sarr? Just ridiculous athleticism for a 7-footer.
Washington with the rebound. Here's Johnson. Pass to Riley. Sarr in the post. And it's Sam Merrill with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And the Wizards with possession. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. 6 to shoot. Johnson down low. No good on the shot. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jarrett Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jarrett Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Out to Wade. From deep. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
Here's Sarr. The 9-footer's on the mark. Sarr's got 4 points this quarter.
And the more we see of Alex Sarr, I'd like to see more attacks at the rim.
To the middle. And stolen by Sarr. Now, Koulibaly. From about 16. Sarr's shot is off. Pass to Allen. Mobley outside. Takes the three. And Davis pulls it down. Wizards leading by 11. For the finish. And Sarr throws it down.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Allen. Wade outside. On the wing, Mitchell. Over Young. The Cavaliers with another miss.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Yeah, count it.
Creativity and shot-making ability to spare. Trae Young is getting loose tonight.
Mitchell. Here's Mobley. Allen.
Wizard foul. First, third team foul. At the line for your Cavaliers with 2 shots, Jarrett Allen.
That one is off.
Jarrett Allen knows who he is, guys. Rim runner, rim protector, an excellent rebounder.
And the Wizards making a change here. TV, no question, Anthony Davis had a lot of hype when he was drafted in 2012.
Kevin, how could he not? He won a national title collegiately. He has incredible size and skill on both ends of the floor. That hype was real, and it was earned.
Mitchell dials it up from distance.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a 3-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
Here's Young. Now Johnson. It's stolen by Wade. Harden attacking. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Oh, the slam dunk.
Oh, my goodness, the size and athleticism of Evan Mobley. What a sight to behold.
Now Young. George sets a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Koulibaly. No good from 3. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mitchell fires. The 3 is off.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
George with the ball. Now Young. Rebounded by Allen inside. Here's Mitchell. And stolen by Sarr.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Wizards.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Davis.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Good on the basket.
Davis. Assist goes to Sarr.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Doris Burke.
Y'all see what's going on? Don't be all confused and shocked now. Yo, I'll be out what it is, huh?
The Gladiator.
You already know, Harlem to Jersey.
Like that.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on winning.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
We gon' keep on winning.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
Yeah.
They be mad when the street winning, it don't matter, we gon' keep on winning.
Hey, look, 20K on a Monday morning. 20,000. We ain't the same cause your Monday's boring. I was stuck in the rain, now there's money pouring. Devin Booker, man, I'm out here scoring. Bad Ryan Passy. That nigga grabbed me. Neighbors asking questions, probably think that I'm an athlete. Like I been it, probably think somebody tagged me.
Look, I needed bands, so I drew up a plan to feed the fam. No Peter Pan, it's my chance. Out of town, go my ham to be the man. Understand, had to put on a show. It's on demand, I don't dance. I let the diamonds do that. When I'm shining, move back. This be making. Need no man popped on the scene. He keep paper like copy machines. These Freddy Kruegers ain't stopping the stream.
Not at all. Like, stop playing with my this rap, man. I could 50K.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Here we go.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Oubre with it, picked up by Davis. To the inside. Stolen by George. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. And it's Davis missing. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
And a wide open look for Saw. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Outside, Davis. Back to Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
That one is good from Joel Embiid.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess. That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Here's Oubre following the basket by Anthony Davis. Back to Oubre. Bangs home the trifecta.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Pass to Saw. Coulibaly with it. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but some
by Coulibaly. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
There was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Young outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Edgecombe. And it's off from three-point range. It's deflected. And stolen by Maxey. George with the ball. George picks him up. Back to George. Oh, he jams it right over Alex Sarr.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now, here is Young. Here's Davis. Oubre pulls it in. And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And it's Davis with the ball for Washington. Trailing by 2. From deep, George. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Philadelphia leading by 4. Inside. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. 8 points for Joel Embiid.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Young taking his time here. 5 on the clock. Here's Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss. And Philadelphia has possession. Outside, George. Nailed from three-point land. George has got 5 points so far.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Maxey. Following the basket by Trae Young. Here's Sarr. Kept alive. Davis. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, look, it's no secret that Davis can be a dominant figure on the glass. And he just turns rebounds into points so easily.
Here's Oubre. And finished off by Oubre.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here is George. No scoring in this one. Paul George with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Maxey with it. George picks him up. Pass to Maxey. Embiid the screen. 20 feet out. That's short off the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Young fires away from outside. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Philadelphia. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has the... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the 76ers?
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Johnson can't get it to go. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trae Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
5 to shoot. Here's Carrington. And he uses the glass on the layup. Carrington's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Washington. Philadelphia moving the ball around. From deep, George. Rebounded by the Wizards. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Here's Carrington. Johnson outside. Wizards need to get a shot off here. Vucevic can't hit. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Carrington. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by George.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the middle. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Carrington up top. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They set the screen. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Wizards trail by 8. Now Carrington. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up. And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. Now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Carrington with the ball. On the wing, Johnson. Dives to the hoop. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And this is how lethal Johnson can be on the attack. When he gets a lane, this young man's locked in on the rim.
Kicks it out to Terry. Here's Grimes. Still yet to score. Here's Bona. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the 76ers lead by 8. Now Carrington. Pass to Riley. Here's Vucevic. And here is Johnson. Terry covering. Puts it up. Johnson can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 8. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Champagnie. And the jumper off target to finish the break. Philadelphia with the ball. Bona. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Young left side. Pass to George. He's looking for Grimes and gets it there. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Pass to Terry. To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Davis pulls it down.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
George looking around. High post, Davis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Grimes with it. Pass to Drummond. A wide open look here for Terry. It's good from long range. Terry's got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. And now Philadelphia on the break. Shot by Grimes. No good. Right side Davis. Here's Champagnie. And here's Hardy. Nothing on the board. Launches it. Drops in the tray. The 76ers leading by 11. And one. That one goes careening off the glass.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height. Come on, man. That was never going to happen.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the Wizards making a change here. To Hardy. And so we conclude the first half. 76ers on top. They're up by 10. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. When you look at the recent big threes in the NBA, RJ, it seems like they failed more than they've succeeded.
That's because some teams just acquire stars without considering how their games will complement each other, often forcing guys into a role that they're not suited for. Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Pulls up, high post. And Washington again with the bucket. The 76ers leading by 6. Pass to Drummond. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose, but after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
First free throw is good.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
He's off on the second. So Richard, from title contender to in the lottery. What went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Pass to Bona. It's hauled in by George. Wizards trailed by 5 to the inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. Seconds now into the second half. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And it's Drummond missing. Wizards trailed by 5. In the corner, George with it. Young outside. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Edwards.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
It's good. Edwards got 7 points. And the Wizards with possession. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points to the right side. Oh, good on the triple. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Young. Pass to Riley. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside Edwards. Sinks the triple. And now a 12-point 76ers lead.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Young. And he lays it straight in. He's got 11.
When you watch Young, there's a courage to his game.
Here's Grimes. Offensive rebound. Here's Drummond. Off target at the rim. Wizards trailed by 10. Outside for George. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Now, here is Young. He's got 11. Pass to Riley. A 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
3 points.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Washington.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And Philadelphia with another turnover here. Both teams will make substitutions. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
You see how creative Maxey is, just dissecting the defense with his handles.
Here's Carrington. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
Down low. Rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
To the middle. Here's Johnson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on George.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Maxey attacking. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Misses the 3. And it's Washington's ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Johnson outside. Driving to the basket.
Look at Johnson moving downhill. A change of pace from a guy who favors finding the jumper.
Inside. In the corner, it's Oubre. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Oh, good on the 3. Washington trailing. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot by Johnson, no good. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Now Carrington. No good from 11 feet. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Brian Keith wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Brian Keith wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And we've reached the end of the third. 76ers lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The 76ers leading by 4. To Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Oubre outside. 6 to shoot. Fades away. Embiid no good. Wizards trail by 4. Young outside. Going inside. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Man, this guy can light up the night with his scoring. Hard for the defense to contain Young.
Sarr the screen. Pass to Davis. Over George. Tipped away. And here's Maxey. Hands it from downtown. And the 76ers lead by 5.
So locked in from range. Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
And they get it back. And here's Hardy. Davis sets a screen. Just 3 to shoot. From deep, George. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Outside, George. Oubre on the wing. Embiid inside. Maxey on the wing. Well, good with the triple. And so George will bring it up for Washington. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Rebounded by Hardy.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And the 3 ball is good.
Nice and composed on that 3 there. Trey giving his fundamentals all of his attention.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Personal foul. First team foul. Wizards.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. To tie it up. Maxey with it. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Outside, George. And stolen by Sarr. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. No good. That would have tied it. The 76ers leading. From deep, George. The rebound by Young.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Outside George to take the lead. Not going to go. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's George. Now Embiid. Oh, what a play inside.
The guy you want to have the ball. Embiid, this man is a superstar.
Oubre with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
George fires. Great team. That forced that miss. And George, here we go. A huge two-handed slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
George, double team. Embiid. The response. Slamming at home.
The team just loves to see him be fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
Young outside. Here's George. Outside Koulibaly. Davis. No good from three. Philadelphia leading by 4. Now Maxey. George. Oh, what a finish.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wizards trailed by 7.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Koulibaly rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And the Wizards with possession. Young outside. Now Koulibaly. Edgecombe with the steal. The finish. Oh, he jams it in, leaving no room for error.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
A three-pointer. Good.
That last 3 must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
It's the first that brings them within 8.
Washington, 2.
And so Young nails them both. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Buries the deep ball.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that Trey has been deadly.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave him that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Richard Jefferson.